Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause and welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Manik, Honorable Chief Minister, Traditional Division, a flower bouquet, a pot of a plant, and also
undertakings, OTPC, ONGC, GAIR, NHPC, VGCIL, PTC, TNGC. Representative from the consulting firms.
As we embark on this journey of stakeholder workshop, energy transition of Tripura, we begin by watering this plant. This plant represents the seed of knowledge and inspiration that we aim to cultivate throughout our program. Just as water is essential, a flower bouquet. A flower bouquet. Governor of Tripura, Shri Abhishek Singh to deliver his welcome address.
Respected Chief Secretary, Government of Tripura, different parts of India, Delhi, Punjab, Odisha, Kolkata.
I would like to thanks to the Department of Power that they have invited me to be present here. And all the speakers already have, at length they have described and the future of Tripura in terms of this renewable energy. And I would like to share some of my points in this great gathering. The workshop energy transition of Tripura will create the spirit to promote the renewable energy in the state, to meet up the ambitious target of our country. An ever-growing population means an ever-growing requirements of energy. Nowadays, enormity of energy cannot be denied. It is essential in every walk of life, knowing the dreadful fact that non-renewable sources will eventually depleted, and as nation contend with the increasingly devastating impact of climate changes, largely caused by anthropocentric developmental activities, the role of renewable energy in the energy and electricity mix becomes primary. Renewable energy has become one of the most important factors and hope for the world to preserve the pristine environment and the planet resources for future generation. India has been leading the world on this front, showing the developing nations of the world a way forward for socio-economic growth without degradation of the environment. Recently we have seen that our Honorable Prime Minister already have emphasized on this renewable energy in G20 summit in Delhi. So country has taken an ambitious target for, already have mentioned our Honorable Power Minister, that 500 gigawatt for promoting renewable energy and committed to increase the share of 50% from non-fossil fuel sources by 2030. Tripura state-owned installed conventional capacity is 110 megawatt and maintained by Tripura Power Generation Limited, TPGL. The renewable installed capacity is 20 megawatt only, developed by TREDA. Already we have seen a video, a very small video over here, that how our Tripura renewable energy development, that is TREDA, are working upon. And our Prime Minister also shared with some of our beneficiaries. So TPGL is coming with 120 megawatt and 84 megawatt CCGT projects at Roke and Boromura in place of existing 63 megawatt and 42 megawatt projects. TPGL has started working on installation of 30 megawatt capacity small hydro power plant in different locations of Tripura. TREDA kept target for installation of 500 megawatt of renewable power up to 2030, which included solar grid power, floating solar, canal solar, rooftop solar, microgrid solar, other off-grid systems, etc. TREDA signed MoU with NTPC for installation of 130 megawatt floating solar at Damburo Lake Reserve. Regarding this, our respected Secretary also have talked about. Today, renewable energy is no longer an alternative energy, but increasingly it has become a key part of solution of national energy needs. Now, renewable energy is an important component of India's energy planning projects. A range of policy and program has been adopted by Government of India and state government to promote renewable energy in urban as well as in rural sector. Tripura implementing various renewable energy, as I said, different schemes since 1997 through Renewable Energy Development Agency under Department of Power, Government of Tripura. The motto of the state government is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. With this, state government is very much committed to ensure the social and economic empowerment of rural people through bringing them for different livelihood activities. I would like to invite all the private organizations and investors, as our Honorable Power Minister said, to come forward for the investment in the renewable energy sector and contribute towards the development of Tripura. We have a favorable industry policy for attracting the investment in the state of Tripura. On this occasion, I extend my best wishes to all for success of this workshop and hope that it will explore the opportunities to provide sustainable energy for development of Tripura.
The workshop Energy Transition of Tripura is very much relevant in present context scenario for switching to green energy, and with great satisfaction I want to share few words. With the growing population and the development of civilization, the demand for energy is also increasing day by day. As a result of the extensive use of traditional energy, to meet this demand, their reserves such as mineral, oil, gas, etc. are being depleted faster. Hence, the emphasis is now on switching to renewable energy as the only way to deal with this crisis. Renewable energy refers to energy from a natural source that does not run out even after repeated usage. Nature continues to supply it. Hence, it is also called inaccessible energy. Such as energy from the sun, water, wind, or biomass. The use of this energy does not pollute the environment. So, these energies are also called green energy. Our country is very ambitious in its target of 500 gigawatt for promoting renewable energy and committed to increase the country's share on non-fossil fuel-based generation installed capacity to 50% by 2030. Energy sector has a huge role to play in determining future of the country and Tripura state in particular. Today, India is one of the strongest voices in the world in energy transition and in developing new resources of energy. Unprecedented possibilities are emerging for the energy sector in the country. Tripura is a hilly state of northeastern region of the country. There are several constraints like geographical isolation from the mainland and infrastructure bottleneck in case of development of the state. In spite of all the constraints, state government has taken up various programs for development socially and economically backward people in the state. Many of the developed and developing countries have started giving efforts to increase the share of renewable energy in the overall energy mix of their economies. Government of Tripura has been strengthening the decentralized renewable energy applications such as grid and off-grid programs through introduction of scheme that is PM Kusum, Gramin Bazar, Alok Jyoti Prakalpo, microgrids through solar and biogas, etc. Aiming at providing energy access solution in the rural and remote areas. So far 20 megawatt capacity green energy plants are installed and 500 megawatt is targeted till 2030. Green village 120 megawatt, rooftop solar at government establishment 20 megawatt, ground mounted grid, tide solar power plant 50 megawatt, floating solar 150 megawatt, canal top solar 20 megawatt, RTS at residential sector 50 megawatt, microgrid through solar or DRE livelihood application 10 megawatt, off-grid solar 10 megawatt, etc. are planned till 2030. As per the National Electricity Plan, the Tripura electrical energy requirement is expected to rise to 2,648 million units in 2031-32 from 1,585 million units in 2021-22. Similarly, the state peak electricity demand is expected to rise to 731 megawatt in 2031-32 from 329 megawatt in the year 2021-22. In Tripura, the Central Electricity Authority has projected an estimated solar power potential 2000 megawatt and about 30 megawatt in the small hydro. Our expanding power demand is creating new opportunities for the investment and collaborations for all of you, and we heartily welcome private investment in the energy sector in the state of Tripura and assure full support for development of industries in the state. I am sure that this initiative would inspire to adopt the clean and renewable sources of energy to propel the state towards rapid sustainable development. Green hydrogen is another sector in which the country has taken a lead in the world. The National Green Hydrogen Mission Policy has already been announced by the Government of India. With this proximity to Bangladesh, Tripura has the locational advantage to become an export hub in the production and export of green hydrogen. We invite all of you to look for this opportunity and come with the project proposals and invest in the green hydrogen projects in the state. Our Honorable Chief Minister is here. He is very much positive. All kinds of support from our side will be there. If necessary, our policy also will be amended. So we invite all of you to look for this opportunity and come with project proposals. I would again call upon you, all of you, definitely explore every possibility related to Tripura energy sector and get involved in it. We understand that Tripura is the most suitable place for your investment in the renewable energy projects. These efforts towards green growth and energy transition also reflect in our values. The mantra of reduce, reuse and recycle is ingrained in our values. No matter how we transit, our thoughts and our actions must always help preserve our one earth, protect the interest of our one family and move towards a green one future. I also believe that the outcome of this workshop may help for better adoption of the renewable energy, technologies to ensure the development of the state in the field of energy sector. Tomorrow, already mentioned, tomorrow a meeting will be held under the chairmanship of Honorable Union Minister, New Delhi, New and Renewable Energy, to explore the possible options for deployment of renewable energy in the northeastern region. I, along with my team and Power Department, will be attending the meeting. Finally, I convey my sincere thanks to Asian Development Bank and the wings of the Power Department, TPGL, TSCCL, TPTL and TREDA for organizing such type of workshop, and I hope that in future also they will come forward with the positive approach to accelerate the renewable energy developments in the state. Thanks everybody. Namaskar.
Media fellows.
कि आपके गांव में दशकों से बिजली नहीं थी, अब गांव में बिजली आ गई है, तो गांव का माहौल कैसा रहता है?
कारण थाइमन समय का चुंगतों थोड़े मातो आसार, चुंग बोल बाये खुशी का तो क्या और उनका हम शांतों को बचाओ, करेंसी को मैं थोड़ा वो बाजार में भूचाल ले लो, ये चुंग बाजार फाइनबो 20 किलोमीटर ना हो।
सर, ये सोलर पावर प्लांट मिलने से हम लोग बहुत खुश हैं सर। और पहले जब ये सोलर पावर प्लांट नहीं था तो हम लोग केरोसिन यूज करना पड़ता था, तो फिर हम लोग का जो केरोसिन का बाजार है वो ऑलमोस्ट 20 किलोमीटर दूर है हम लोग के गांव से। फिर हम लोगों को केरोसिन खरीदने के लिए वो बाजार में जाना पड़ता था। लेकिन कभी कभार ऐसा भी होता है कि केरोसिन नहीं मिलता है, तो हम लोग का गाँव जो है पूरा अंधेरा में रहना पड़ता है। और इस सोलर पावर प्लांट मिलने से हम लोग अभी जो है हम लोग गाँव पूरा उज्जवल हो गया।
अच्छा कोलाजी, अब बिजली आ गई तो फिर तो मोबाइल चार्जिंग करते होंगे, टीवी भी आ गया होगा और बच्चे भी घर में टीवी देखते होंगे, क्या क्या होता है?
कारण फेमस को मैं क्या चुंग हो टीवी बनायो फैन बदल ले वो इनके चुंग उनको मैं सोचा मैं परिष्कार के सोचा मैं इनके चुंग दौड़ रहा खुशी के फोन चले मैं इनके चुंग
इस सोलर पावर प्लांट मिलने से हम लोग बहुत फायदेमंद हुआ है सर। जैसे कि हम लोगों को मोबाइल चार्जिंग करना पड़ रहा है अभी इस गांव में। पहले तो हम लोगों को ये मोबाइल चार्जिंग करने के लिए हम लोग बहुत दूर जाना पड़ता था, लेकिन अभी ये सुविधा हम लोग के गांव में मिल जाता है और हम लोग का घर में ही मोबाइल चार्जिंग कर सकते हैं।
Demerging of the departments to the corporation in 2004, 31st December, TSCC made to ensure that renewable energy requirements are fulfilled. Today